Hello and welcome, everyone. If this is your first time being here, happy to have you. Pretty much just a night of crazy tarot readings, some requested, some collective. You never know what I'm going to get on any of these lives, if I'll be honest with you. And if you're a returnee, welcome back. Super glad that you're here too. But for those of you that are super new and would like a reading, just a heads up, the how-to are in the description and in the comments now. And all readings are done by CashApp or Venmo only. I am sorry, but even I gotta have limits somewhere, right? And it is $15 for 10 minutes or $5 for single card if you're one of my Patreons. Super glad that you decided to join the party. And for you guys, your discount code is in your Patreon feed for your $5 for 10 minutes or $2 single card readings. Make sure that you use your special code in the Cash App or Venmo notes when you do your reading request, just to make sure that I know who's who. But without any further ado, I will be live for 45 minutes to an hour. All depends on how busy we get. What else? Did the how-tos, Patreon guys. I think we really covered all the bases. Don't mind me, one of my meetings ran really late, so a little discombobulated, but if you know anything about me, you know I get pretty much right back on track real quick because my brain knows how to just jump. But for tonight's offerings, should probably go over those, huh? We have, of course, the handy dandy tarot deck, and I do apologize. Like I said, I'm a little out of sorts, so still getting my decks out of their hidey holes, if you will. And tonight we've also got, I do apologize for those of you that were probably looking forward to my goddess deck, but didn't exactly have time to grab it before jumping on here. But I do have our mixed deck where it is a combination of Moonology and Shapeshifter. For those of you of my fellow readers are going, oh, they worked out great together. Who was I to say no? Am I right? And I could do a Lenormand, but just a heads up, I will not be able to share the view of those cards because kind of limited on the technology I'm kind of using. Even right now, I know that the picture totally sucks. But as soon as we get some more subscribers to the channel, I can actually jump it to my cell phone that has a way better camera to it. So help me help you guys get not just a better screen, but also a few more extra features, because that camera also allows me to flip back and forth. So I can actually let you guys see some Lenormand readings, some bamboo readings during these things. And if you've never seen them before, I do have a few previous videos. Feel free to check them out, or even just, you know what, schedule one yourself for a personalized bamboo or Lenormand reading. See what that happens with you. And last but not least, these are not an offering for public readings, but in case I decide that I might have done a collective reading that threw somebody a little hard on the bus, I'm actually going to make it so that it is a full-blown return to sender for you. And I even grabbed my personal deck in case I got to be that guy. Because I'll be honest, I hate being that guy where I have to give a really rough reading without throwing myself into the mix and putting myself just as uncomfortable as you, because who likes being uncomfortable on a public platform? Nobody. So I'm not going to let you do it alone. And actually, also for those of you that would prefer a more private setting versus a more public one, as mentioned, I do offer private readings. You can schedule those in the YouTube channel page. You should see a link there. or you can direct message me on Facebook or Instagram, Sam C. Sear, and just make sure that you let me know your availability between 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturdays. And actually, just a quick heads up, a lot of Saturdays are booked right now, so keep that in mind when you go to schedule, because over the next few weeks, I've got tarot classes I'm teaching. I've got a couple of in-person events. Definitely check out where I'll be at in case you're anywhere in or near Ohio, because there is a pin post in the Patreon that would also be very beneficial. Even if you don't come to get a reading from me, who doesn't love psychic fairs? I mean, really. And also in May, I've got Parapsychon. It's a whole freaking convention for weirdos like you and me. So definitely things to check into and look forward to. But even if you're not in Ohio, private virtual readings are always available as well. Just keep them in mind that for those, I'll either be meeting with you on Google Meet or on Facebook chat. Definitely dealer's choice on whichever you prefer and is easiest for you, but just a heads up for those things. And I guess while we're waiting on people to join the party, let's do a couple collective reads. I haven't played it with my mixed oracle deck for a hot minute, so we'll actually start there. And for our collective, I don't know about you guys, but between the weather going wonky, a freaking meteor dropping near Cleveland, go figure on that one, am I right? I don't know if you guys have noticed, but on top of the weather being crazy and meteors falling out of the sky in weird time frames, I don't know about you guys, but I've also been noticing that people have been a little edgier lately, a little more grrr, if you will. And I'm kind of wondering, is there a way that we can all navigate this a little bit easier together? Is there a even crazier thing that we can look forward to our world leaders doing? But for right now, let's just see if there's a better way to manage everything going wonky right now. Not necessarily wrong, because I'm quite sure that at the end of our fun, whatever it is we're going through right now, because this is definitely way more than retrograde stuff, which can we all say hallelujah that retrograde starts to begin its trajectory back on track on Friday. Yes. Retrogrades always kick me in the teeth a little bit, but this one really got me a lot harder than it typically does. But let's see as a collective how we can kind of start helping the people around us navigate our cosmic crazy a little better. Okay, I think we can do a little bit better than that. There we go. Now we're cooking. All right. So the things that we're looking at right now. Reason why I said we need a little bit more than that is the first card that came out was a full moon, surrender to the divine. We're already trying our best to do that, but we're also all probably going, are we looking at apocalypse here? Is this just another round of crazy? We would love to surrender to our divine power, but can we get a little bit of clarity on what the ending looks like of our insane chapter this round? Our next cards that came out were a reverse North Node and a reverse full moon in Cancer. Typically, their messages are step out of your comfort zone and a personal issue reaches resolution. All right, so right now, obviously, we need to stick with our routines. Our routines are what going to keep us through all of this insanity So as best you can, just keep on trucking along as you have been. I know it's difficult. I know that it looks like the most insane thing to do right now, but apparently trucking along as you are is the best plan. And I do apologize, but you're going to have to wait a little bit longer for some of these personal issues in your life to actually settle. It sucks. I hate being the bearer of bad news. You don't know how much I hate being the bearer of bad news. But stick with those routines and accept that things are going to take a while to settle. But at the end of it all, there is still good news. Because before I realized that we had a couple cards that fell out while I was trying to get some clarifiers, one more popped out, and we have Bats in the Belfry. You can achieve great things. So, while life looks like a total mess, and I get that it looks like a mess, there is good things at the end. There is a better at the end of all of this crazy. We won't see it, obviously, for a hot minute, and I do apologize for that one. But at least we can definitely rest easy knowing, yes, it all sucks right now. But so long as we surrender to the divine, do our best to keep going as we are, accept things are not going to be resolved in any kind of pretty anytime soon, things will be great. And if any of you resonated with that, please feel free to comment moon cards, because it mostly was moon cards. And if any of you would like a more direct way, definitely feel free to either jump in for the live and share what you got to do, or definitely schedule some time with me. And while my scheduler is set for half-hour sessions, if you would like a shorter one, definitely use the Facebook or Instagram. And actually, oh, by the way, just a heads up, I'm only going to be live for another half hour to 45, so keep that in mind. Because much as I love hanging out with you guys, I'm a solopreneur single mom. There's always a billion things. But let's switch over to the tarot deck. And I kind of wish I would have brought my D20 with me. I actually use that instead of a pendulum. But I also like to use it for whenever I do my direct freebie readings, I guess is what you'd call them. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Lately, I've been kind of just directed towards doing those for the fifth person that joins the live or the fifth person that watches the replay. Excuse me. But this time, I think what we'll do is you know what? Something that you guys probably don't know that you can do with tarot cards, but you can actually do a quick little bit of mathing and get a single card idea for either your life or your current turn for around the sun. Now, with the spring equinox coming up, and I do apologize, but mental math was never my thing. But let's see, for those of you that have your birthday this Saturday on the spring equinox, let's see what you guys get to look forward to. So 3 plus 21 plus 20, 26 6. All right, so that gives us 16, which actually there is a 16th in the major arcana. I'm sorry, I should have mentioned that's actually the part of the deck that you use. But in reality, you actually go to the 17th because with this method, all of the major arcana, which is numbered 0 through 21, unfortunately, in this case, you bump that up as well. So it's not the 16th, but the 17th card in the tarot, which actually gives us the star card. So let me actually dig that beautiful devil up right quick, and I'll be able to give you even more information about what our spring equinox birthday babies get to look forward to for their next turn around the sun. And actually, speaking of our beautiful devils with the birthday on Saturday, as I'm looking for this, funny story, I incidentally did a meditation using the Star Tarot card. And if you're kind of wanting to set an intention without crazy amounts of pressure and overwhelming yourself, definitely check it out. And don't worry, with any of my tarot card meditations, you don't necessarily need your own tarot deck for it. I mean, it definitely helps, but a lot of it's visualization work, so no worries there. And there you are, you sneaky little thing. And that's how you know that your tarot reader does a good job shuffling, because pretty much went through the whole stinking deck before I found it. Excuse me. But anyway, our birthday people with the star card for your next chapter of your life. I am happy to say that if you've been dealing with crap, just building and building and building and feeling like there's no way out, you're finally going to see the end of that deep, dark, nasty tunnel. Things are going to start turning around. You're going to start feeling a little bit more optimistic. You're going to see a lot of reasons to actually have hope for things to turn in a better direction. And this isn't necessarily just in one aspect or another. This is going to be a whole year of optimism and hope. So, my darling, happy freaking birthday. Whether this is your 10th birthday or your 80th, happy freaking birthday. I am happy for you. Because I love actually being able to give a happy bit of news. Especially, you know what, like I said, with all the stuff going on lately, giving you guys that happy news is a blessing. So thank you. All right, who can we do next? Oh, actually, while I'm thinking about it, just a heads up, if anyone would like for me to actually start doing tarot birthday card readings on a daily basis, definitely feel free to comment birthday, because those, hey, if I can give somebody a bit of good news for their birthday, yes, please. But for our next contestant, as far as either collective or blind direct reading, still going to do the tarot, but I think this time we're going to do this one for, you know what, to a degree, let's let these guys decide who it's going to be for, because all of the new and full moons in my Moonology deck, if you've never seen one, do actually have it for a zodiac sign as well as the different phases and different positions of the moons. So, where did that card run away to? There it is. Ow! Apologies. All right. So, this one is for if your moon is in Aries. And if you don't know your moon sign, that is super easily done. I do offer birth charts for $15 for a PDF copy. Just send me a message on Facebook or Instagram, and we can definitely go from there. But just keep in mind that when you place your order, I will need your birth date, place, and time to the minute. That can be found on your birth certificate. If it's not on your birth certificate, you can just run over to the health department real quick and make sure that you request it with the birth time. Do not trust your mother. Mine tried telling me I was born at 8 o'clock at night. Ended up being closer to like 8:31 or 8:37 or something like that. While they were there, keep in mind, your mom was very, very busy doing a whole bunch of other things while you were being born. So if your moon is in Aries, back on track. Let's see how we can't help you out in just achieving one of your biggest goals right now. You've got something cooking and going on right now that you are trying like hell to come to fruition. So let's see if you're on the right track and what you either need to do or need to stop to stay on or get back on track. All right, so far so good. All right, so for my buddy with their moon in Aries that has a project that apparently is a full-blown labor of love, because Queen of Cups came out as to whether or not you were on the right track. You have put your heart and soul into this. It is everything to you. And I am so happy to say that, yes, so far it looks like you are doing a fabulous job. You are knocking buildings down with how awesome you are right now. So excellent job for you on making sure that you are not only achieving your goals, but you are putting every bit of yourself into it. That says dedication. But just a quick heads up, you do have some things to worry about. Don't worry, they're not huge. You do have a new chapter coming in your life, but they actually fell like this. So this is a hidden factor that you're going to want to watch. You have to worry about someone under the surface that you haven't noticed yet that is plotting against what you are trying to do. And some of it might be some personal self-sabotage because, hey, it does happen. We want something so bad, but even to ourselves, it's a secret that we are terrified of success. So watch out for people that seem to not have your best interest at heart. Currently, Malakaya, sorry if I butchered your name, currently doing actually a blind read for someone with their moon in Aries. But if you would like a paid reading, the directions are in the description and in the comments. And also for our moon in Aries person, like I said about that whole watching out, whether it's your self-sabotage or someone that's not exactly got your best intentions, doing a fabulous job on hiding it, by the way. As long as you're watching out for this guy right here, you have great things coming your way. You will find yourself achieving your goals, and you will actually, whatever that labor of love is, see it come full blown to pass. So, Moon in Aries, keep up the good work. But yeah, I do apologize again if I butcher your name, but Mala. Sorry, best way I know so I don't totally butcher your name is Mala. Uh, Pretty much, I do collective and open target readings, unless someone would like a personalized reading. And okay, but yeah, if someone would like a more personalized reading, whether it be for 10 minutes or a single card, you send your payment through CashApp or Venmo, then comment paid with your method, and then pending on the order that you're in, that's how we go through it. And then I call out your name, and you can either give me a question or say open reading, or it's a yes no question. Just think of the question. Hmm. Tell you what, though, that's when I know that the messages are really coming out, when then my neck muscles finally start loosening enough that I can start snapping my vertebrae in place. But I will only be live for another 15 or so minutes. Sorry. People trying to make an appointment when I'm supposed to be here. Too many buzzes in my left ear, and I start to get a little me. But I think I'll do one more collective read, and then I'm going to jump off here and remind my children I still love them. Work on some goodie bags for the tarot class this Saturday. Super excited about that. And actually, if you're anywhere near the Hocking Hills area, there is still room in that class if anyone else would like to join it. Details are on Facebook, and yeah, I also put the details on Instagram, but you'll be able to find more of it on my Facebook page. Remember, it's Sam C. Sear, and it's only done in person. I do apologize for that one, but tickets are through Eventbrite, and it'd be awesome if any of you would like to see how easy it is to learn how to read these guys without the headache and nosebleeds of trying to memorize a billion symbols. But for our final read of the night, I went to my Oracle deck for a little bit of inspiration, and whoever is dealing with this issue right here, the unending sadness of looking back, endless regret, obsessive grief, replaying the past, negative nostalgia. Wow. Let's see how we can't pull you back to the present and help you start healing. Because that hit me like a ton of bricks. So for the person that has just been dealing with all kinds of stuff from the past that you just can't get past, you can't heal from. Yes, you can. It won't be easy. It will be painful. But yes, you can heal from it. And let's see how you can't start. All right. So for that person that is just unable to move forward, it looks like to me that you had an opportunity that you could have taken, you still have a chance to take, but you're thinking that it's too damn late. And I understand that and I respect that. But the opportunity, while it looks gone, isn't completely absent. I'll tell you why. You're breaking free from a lot of chains. You've got a lot of things that were holding you back, whether they were people, addictions, whatever it was you had holding you back. You're doing a fabulous job working your way out of those situations and those problems. You're just not quite there yet. But it is good to see that you're starting to have hope. That hope is what's going to help get you through that. And not just hope and knowing that you can. You've got a great support system. Whoever these people are, I don't know if they are your blood family or the family that you started to create. They want to help. They want to help get you back where you need to be. You're probably not going to like what they have to say. You're probably not going to like their methods by any means. But they do want to help you. So, when they're giving you these methods that you know won't work, try them anyway, and this time with a legitimately open mind. And when you hear words that are just striking a nerve with you every which way, listen for underneath the words. Underneath the words, they're saying, I love you and I want to help you. But most importantly, start doing all of that today. Today is the day that you actually start that healing process, that you start to let go of the past, that you start to let go of the heartbreak that you've been dealing with. So whoever it was that was just stuck in the dark, do yourself a favor today. And if you need to replay that a few times over, do it. Take notes. Your opportunities aren't gone. They're not totally lost. They might be a little hard to get to now, but they're still there. Now, one of the things that I do love to do at the end of any session, whether it's a live, a class, whether it's my last read at a psychic fair, I like to also give an extra card of something to start meditating on tonight to help you be your best self. So let's see what that's going to be for us tonight. What is the card that's going to help us not just open up some new doors with our spirit guides, but help us open some doors to be better? Because Yes, a lot of us are doing great. We're doing fabulous. But remember, we're human. We're always growing. We're always changing. So, what can we meditate on tonight to help us level up? Actually, give me a second. It's been a while since my voice cracked like that. All right. So, for some of us, this. Hello. How are you, Mary Kay? You actually came at a great time. I was about to wrap up with our meditation card for the night. But our meditation card for tonight is actually rather interesting. We're looking at a reverse hermit. And for some of you, like I said, this will be incredibly difficult to do. For some of you, this will be rather easy. Why do you avoid trying to get outside opinions when you know you need them? And more importantly, how can you work through it? Is it a fear of judgment? Is it a fear of being looked at like you're totally nuts? Or are you afraid that your idea might actually be a good one? You might actually have a good idea. You might have an idea that somebody actually thinks is awesome and wants to help. Or are you afraid that they'll steal your idea? Whatever it is that keeps you from asking for help and getting an outside person's ideas when you need it, getting that mentor, getting that teacher, whatever that is for you, identify that fear with your spirit guides tonight and do one more step. Make a plan with them on how to start getting over that fear. Because I am absolutely always for, introspection, seeing your way out of things on your own. I've had to do it most of my life. I also know that on occasion, we need someone wiser, someone that has experiences that not just align with ours, but they learned a different lesson, which makes them a different master of that experience. Happy meditating and journaling tonight, guys. I will see all of you next Wednesday at 6 p.m. But until then, make sure you subscribe for your daily morning reads and your midday craziness. And I will see all of you again soon.